Okay. All right, so when you are done with your printmaking project, you are allowed to bring in a shirt, an old shirt or a new shirt, and do a permanent print in the middle of it, okay? Notice you can make these designs of your choice or whatever on the back. These are double-sided, okay? So for example, I made my own shirt here with fish on it. All right, so I carved out my fish design, I put ink on it, I pressed it down, okay, so it looks like that. I had some extra pieces, so I also made some other, right, so I wrote the word explore, and on the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it, right, I printed the word explore. Keep in mind, if you are writing anything, it does have to be written backwards, okay? And then on the back of my t-shirt, I just made a mini little fish hook, which just thought it'd be cool, okay? No matter what you're printing, it's always a good idea to do a practice print on paper. That way I can make sure, especially if I'm doing words, I can make sure that they're spelled correctly, because it can be a little tricky with it being spelled backwards. It can just accidentally look wrong. So make sure you kind of test them out before you do it on your t-shirt, just because you only get one go on the t-shirt, right? This is permanent ink, so we can't just wash it out, all right? It'll stay there forever. All right, so once you are ready to do your print, I am happy to do these for you since they are permanent. I'm just gonna have these here. But basically the first thing we'll do with your shirt is that the ink can go through, so you want to take a piece of cardboard and you want to put this up here, and what that does is it prevents the ink from going through to the other side. The other thing that it does too is it helps your shirt kind of lay flat. All right. All right, the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm just making sure, is I'm kind of getting an idea of where I want it. So I want it in the middle. Right, like that. Okay. All right, so this is the permanent ink. I'm going to put it over on my plate. So I only need the size of a quarter when I'm doing this. So about this much ink is plenty. Okay, I'm going to move my brayer back and forth. I'm looking for an even coverage here. And again, I only get one try on this. It has to be perfect the first time around. All right, I'm then going to take this and I'm going to roll the ink on here. Once I think it's a nice coverage, pick it up with two hands, and I'm very carefully going to try and center it. It's wherever I think would look good. And I'm going to press it down. So just pressing straight down. I'm being careful not to move it back and forth because it could smear the designs. And then I can carefully lift up the side and see how it looks. Okay, turned out pretty good. If there's ever like a little spot that I missed, you can take like a paintbrush, put it in the ink, and then you could just carefully like clean it up a little bit. Right, so something like that. All right, now I'm gonna wash my brayer, my block, and this is gonna go on the drying rack to dry.